Now here's a video that I've had a number of requests on recently, and as more people are engaging in the act of coin roll hunting to look for neat varieties and filling up albums with certain dates, there comes a time where there's a specific date that's pretty widely known. Anyone opens up a price guide, obviously you're going to find a lot of information on the 1982 dated Lincoln cents. It means a lot for many reasons. Okay, I think the biggest reason is that it is known as the transitional date, so to speak, from the conversion of the bronze copper cents to what is now known as the copper coated zinc cents, which is a lot lighter and I'm going to say not as high quality. Zinc cents deteriorate quicker over time because of the composite, and it is also the date where you have, I think, 7 different varieties of date types. The master hubs during the time were recrafted and then crafted because of the 2 different metals being used, or the compositions rather, of the 1982 Lincoln cents. So the biggest question I've had is, how can I tell the difference between a small date and a large date in 1982? Okay, so I have a side-by-side graphic here for you of each type, and right away you could kind of tell which one is a small date and which one's a large date, but sometimes this really stumps most folks. So I've also compiled a little bit of a close-up graphic using these red guidelines to help illustrate the difference. On a 1982 large date, okay, you see the red guideline sits a little bit higher. The 9 and 8 are comparatively bigger, and they're going to sit higher than the 1 and 2 on its tops. So you're going to see a little bit of gap between the 1s and 2s where this guideline follows. On the small date, however, as you can tell from the guideline, actually the top of the 1 sits a little bit higher than the 9 and the 8. It's kind of deceiving. Theoretically, they are at the same level at this point, but you could tell the 9 and the 8 are comparatively smaller. It's a variety that you could see really well with the naked eye. I'll be honest with you. And after looking through thousands of them, you'll know exactly what they'll look like after a while. So let's talk about value for a second. Value between one coin and the other. Circulated grades, it's really not, it's negligible at this point. What I can tell you is knowing the difference between each date size type can be important for a few reasons. Okay, number one, there is a prominent double die reverse on the 1982 zinc variety that is worth a lot of money. Okay, and being able to easily pick out a small date 1982 will help kind of drill down that batch of 1982 cents, so that way you could look a little bit closer at, you know, if you have a variety or not. The second part I would say that's most important is, by the way, for each type, large date and small date, they made copper and zinc variants, with exception of one specific date mint mark combination, and that's the 1982D small date. So they did make a large and small date for Denver's as well. So they did a cross design hub for each date size. So if you're already able to find a 1982D, they did make a lot of zinc varieties of the small date 82Ds. However, they did not make a copper version. And this is going to be as easy as having your own pennyweight scale and making sure that they weigh out at 3.11. or somewhere thereabouts. The Zing varieties weigh about half of a gram less, and it's very noticeable. Recent auction sales of an 82D copper cent have been somewhere in the $40,000 to $50,000 range. That is a lot of money, and believe it or not, these have been found in circulation through pocket change, and even examples in less than stellar condition will be worth many tens of thousands of dollars if found. So that would be really the two biggest reasons why you would want to know the difference between each size type in the date. And you know, it's just going to be a matter of practice, identifying each one without the aid of a magnifier. Most of us that coin roll hunt prefer not to use a magnifier when you're just sorting by date. It just makes sense that way. But you know, I wanted to take some time to share the difference between the two different sizes. Again, it's a little bit more clear-cut when you are able to see the diagnostics photos that I've provided to you today. And if you guys have any questions, please comment below. If not myself, there's a wealth of other coin aficionados that can help address that, hopefully. Well, I know they will, because a lot of them do. So if you like the content, please go ahead and smack that like button for me, and as always, feel free to subscribe to my channel. You will gain access to all the newest content as they're uploaded, and you will be notified right away. I want to thank everyone this morning for joining in on this this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.